Like me, I'm sure you've heard a lot of daily spike coronavirus cases on the rise. It's rising again. It's rising again. The media has been fear-mongering about everything. Trump rallies, this, opening the economy. Of course, not the protests that are benefiting them financially and politically, but we won't get into that. But you've heard all the fear-mongering about coronavirus cases on the rise. Here's what they won't show you. This is daily deaths from coronavirus in the United States. You notice it's going down, which is why they don't show you, because they don't want you to know that. Now this is the daily new cases one. If cases are on the rise and deaths are on the decline, that means what we found out over the last 2 months, that the mortality rate of the virus was nowhere near what they originally said in the World Health Organization, 3.4. Maybe it's a 2.0, a 1. No, it was much lower. And one of the prestigious organizations that talked about it, The Lancet, got caught lying or misrepresenting a hydroxychloroquine study. So why won't they show you that the daily death rates is actually declining, despite the fact that more people are out, more people are opening their businesses, more people are in crowded spaces than normal? They don't want you to know. And I hate to say it, but this is kind of what the media does. Even before President Trump, all they do every single day is fear, and then sell you pharmacy pills, unhealthy foods, and whatever lawyer or product that they want in the commercial. And then back to the daily programming of fear. Has nothing to do with Trump, had nothing to do with Obama. This is who they are. This is what they do. During Obama's administration, if you turned on the television, they'd be talking about ISIS. Oh my God, ISIS, North Korea, be scared. They're gonna bomb you. They're gonna destroy you. They're coming for you. And then as soon as we got along with North Korea and we essentially defeated ISIS in the Middle East in those regions, did they ever celebrate? Did they ever tell you not to be afraid for one day? Did they ever try to make you feel better, even for 5 minutes? No, they didn't. They just went on to the next fear-mongering tactic, because that's what they do. These are sick, twisted, wicked people at high levels, or ignorant, brainwashed, and very badly damaged people at best. Either way, I just wanted people to see this, the daily death count from coronavirus, which is, if there is any, an optimistic sign. Of course, you don't want to see people die. That's never great. But if you really study what's killing people worldwide, diarrhea kills millions of people. Alcohol kills millions of people. In America, heart disease kills such rapid amounts of people that they don't even really talk about it. All they do is sell you unhealthy products in the commercials that lead you to having stroke, diabetes, and heart disease that end up killing more people than most of the stuff they fearmonger about ever will. But that doesn't seem to be their agenda. They have an election to win. They have some fear to sell, because that fear will be programming you for the stuff they're selling you in their commercials. And if you want to see more stuff about this, check out, I have dozens of videos about how they're counting. Most people don't know how they're actually counting the deaths factually.
That means that if you were in hospice and had already been given, a few weeks to live, and then you also were found to have COVID, that would be counted as a COVID death. It means that technically, even if you died of a clear alternate cause, but you had COVID at the same time, it's still listed as a COVID death. So
we've taken a very liberal approach to mortality. Some countries are recording that as a heart issue or a kidney issue and not a COVID-19 death. Right now, we're still recording it, and the great thing about having forms that come in and a form that has the ability to mark it as COVID-19 infection, the intent is right now that if someone dies with COVID-19, we are counting that as a COVID-19 death.
Or why I knew before these major organizations that the death rate was lower, which they figured out months later. It's really simple math, but these people don't do math and science anymore. They put politics over it all, and then they scream science and demonize and censor and try to destroy any scientist, any doctor, or any critical thinker who's able to use common sense, reason, and logic to debunk what they're lying about, obviously. But with all the corporations behind them, with a lot of tech monopoly power behind them, and with many wicked politicians doing their bidding, it's a very difficult time to go against the grain. Check out all the videos. I have some really interesting stuff, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll be back with more.